listen with our families, it goes back so far. My name's Devon Allman. I'm in the Allman Betts Band. Do a little singing, a little guitar playing.
I'm Duane Betts. I'm also in the Allman Betts Band, and I also do a little guitar playing and a little singing.
Of the modern Les Pauls, you know, maybe you got to change out the pickups, or maybe you have to make this tweak or that tweak. This one, it really does, you know, I wouldn't just say it. It's pretty homey right out of the box. It really felt like our tech had spent an hour or hour and a half giving it love and intonating it and stringing it.
You get a really, you know, wide variety of sounds out of it. It had good tone and everything that you would expect.
I think the neck is what kind of surprised me the most about the feel of the guitar. You know, you could feel where it gets a little faster, and that this curve here feels a little bit different than what I'm used to, and it's really nice for hitting higher notes. I loved all the little tricks, the out of phase, the coil tap. I mean, it's a really versatile guitar. You can get the real woody, violin-y kind of Les Paul thing, but then you can get kind of a throaty, telly thing, but without really dropping the resonance and the sustain, which is really cool. There's not many guitars that can really do that.
Yeah, and if you just want to go pure, you know, Les Paul, you can do that too. You don't, but you have the choice, which is nice.
We met as kids on the Allman Brothers reunion tour in '89. So we've known each other 30 years. We've been, you know, jamming on each other's stages for, you know, half that time, 15 years. And we kind of always had the idea of working together in our back pocket, but it was never a rush. He come out on tour with me in 2018. After a couple months under our belt, we were like, let's try and write a tune. And then when we wrote the first one, we were like, well, man, that's like we actually had the chemistry.
That's really what the defining moment.
That one was a song that kind of been with me for years, called Left My Heart in Memphis, and it's kind of a staple in the show. We'll leave it alone for a couple months and come back to it, and then be like, wow, you know, we don't really have anything that's that type of vibe.
Yeah, I was playing kind of a Jerry-esque, you know, thing on it, and I thought it sounded really cool with that kind of quacky sound. I'm not used to getting that out of a Les Paul because I don't have that on mine. I want a loud, clear note breaking up like on the edges of it. And I want it to kind of be this, kind of like a bell, like a ringing, and I play the way I play, and I just like a really pure, natural sound, and I like to turn the amp up pretty much as loud as I can get it, and I use my volume knob, and that's it. We're proud of the band that we've put together, too. We play differently every night. The same song will just go to a completely different place, and that's really the type of player that I am. I feel like I really belong on stage, you know? And it's funny because our records are basically recorded live in a room. I kind of try to forget about technique when I'm playing. I think when you forget about technique, then you can create art. I think that's kind of the idea.
I think if you would have sat down like Robbie Robertson or Clapton or whatever in the mid-'60s and said, hey, there's gonna be cats that like really, really use you as a blueprint, and that they're gonna be thriving and playing all over the world and in theaters in the year 2020, they might look at you like, really? Maybe they've gone on to something else by then, you know? But I think there's a sincerity in you know, what we now call classic rock. It's pretty timeless. It wouldn't surprise me if 100 years from now, there's still cats like us playing Les Pauls, playing rock and roll. And I certainly hope so.